when I got recruited to Manhattan College, the university that I went to and played basketball for. I was featured in the front page of the New York Times. And in the same week, this man, Skip Connors, he had a son born with one hand, and he was depressed because his son had one hand just like mine was when I was born. And he didn't know how his son was gonna, you know, be able to do daily things like everybody else and overcome those challenges. And he came to my first game, and he waited to meet me afterward, and I went up and I shook his hand. I'd never met him before. And I realized my shoes were untied, and I knelt down and I tied my shoes quickly. And by the time I was standing up, Skip was crying. And I looked at him and I was, you know, like, why are you crying? And he said, my son's gonna be able to do anything. And I started crying. And we started, you know, hugging, and you know, we grew in relationship. Skip now is a real dear friend of mine, and his son is 4 years old, and I'm actually his godfather. And
oh, really?
Yeah, I love him so much, Jackson Connors. He's such an amazing, beautiful boy, and he's playing basketball, and I've taught him moves and stuff, and I've never seen a kid that good at basketball so young. It's such a blessing and an encouraging thing to be able to affect, you know, somebody else's life.
I heard that there was a woman who wrote a letter to you on FB.
Yeah, on Facebook I got a message. I was going through fan mail, and I got a message from a lady who was apologizing to me. It was a very, very long message. She was apologizing to me because a week prior she had a sonogram, and the doctors told her that the baby she was pregnant with was going to be born with a disability. And so she decided to have it aborted.
Oh.
And she saw me in the media right after on TV. And she wrote me this letter, and I could tell she was crying when she wrote it, because she was so sad. And she said, the reason I had my son or daughter aborted, my baby aborted, was because I thought they would never be happy in life because of their disability. And if I would have seen you in the media and known about you and your story, I wouldn't have had that. My baby would be alive. I had never met this lady, and it was such a sad, touching story. But the lady kept in touch for a while, and she'd made efforts in her sorrow and regret to, you know, join anti-abortion and help other people in different ways.
Now you became an inspiration not only for those who physical disabilities in the USA, but also for people like me over the world.